Sean Kingston was supposed to be the beautiful girls guy, remember? The sunshine, the smiles, the summer bops. Yeah. Scratch all that. Because today, that same Sean and his mama are on the brink of absolute destruction. And no, we're not talking about another failed concert or missing jewelry scandal. We're talking death sentences. Yes, you heard that right. Death. Sentences. What started as whispers in the back alleys of the internet has now spiraled into a full-blown legal disaster that's got even the feds sweating. And the wildest part? His own mother is neck-deep in it too. We're talking secret bank accounts, luxury fraud, fake identities, and courtroom chaos that looked more like a Netflix docu-series than real life. So how did the man who once sang about suicidal heartbreak end up watching his empire crash and burn in a courtroom while his mother clutched her pearls like a bad Tyler Perry character? Was it greed? Was it betrayal? Or was this all part of a much darker conspiracy nobody saw coming? Buckle up, because what's about to unfold isn't just shocking, it's the final chapter in a story no one believed would end this way. So let's rewind this glittery, messy Hollywood horror show to where it all began. Because before the courtroom tears, the mugshots, and the federal indictments, there was just Sean Kingston, the island boy sweetheart. The Yo Shawty's fire hitmaker who once stood next to Justin Bieber like he was untouchable. But now, he and his mother are literally fighting for their lives. And the receipts go way deeper than some missing Rolex.c. Sean Kingston's name hasn't exactly been squeaky clean these past few years. In fact, his public image has been quietly decomposing while the rest of us weren't paying attention. For over a decade, this man has left a trail of unpaid debts, fraud accusations, broken promises, and sketchy business deals that make Fire Festival look like Girl Scout Cookie Day. From luxury cars mysteriously vanishing after photo ops, to high-end tech companies suing him for borrowing electronics he never returned, Sean's been silently cooking up a fraud buffet behind the scenes, and his mom? Oh honey, she's been the head chef. Enter Janice Turner, Sean's mother, the real puppet master. Don't let the sweet anti-energy fool you. This woman allegedly ran a fraud ring with more fake invoices than an episode of American Greed. According to leaked reports, which the media tried very hard to bury, Janice had been using Sean's name and clout to pull in luxury items, tech contracts, and even real estate deals. And guess what? She had the nerve to never pay a damn dime back. But wait, it gets worse. Because this wasn't just some tax evasion or a few bounced checks. No, we're talking federal-level wire fraud, identity theft, and racketeering. The kind of charges that don't get dropped with a lawyered-up press statement and a fake tear on Instagram. The kind of charges where the judge doesn't even blink when the word life sentence is brought up. And guess who was right there on the front lines? That's right, Sean Kingston himself. Multiple victims, including a celebrity jeweler, 2 home renovation companies, and even a private jet leasing agency have all come forward, saying the Kingstons used fraudulent wire transfers and bounced checks to live like royalty while leaving everyone else broke, confused, and legally screwed. In one case, they allegedly staged an entire home video shoot just to secure a custom marble fireplace that they never paid for. Now, you might be asking, how does a man who once sang about heartache and summer love end up running scams that belong in Breaking Bad? Well, let's just say Sean wasn't exactly the brains of this operation. He was the brand, and his mother, she was allegedly the one signing, forging, and directing everything. These two weren't just partners in crime. They were a whole enterprise. Still not convinced? How about this? Anonymous sources claim the duo had an entire blueprint operation called Project Palms, a secret scheme involving the flipping of rental mansions, fake designer brands, and a digital laundering system that would make even crypto scammers sweat. It's like they took every celebrity fraud trick in the book, added seasoning, and turned it into a Netflix-worthy disaster, and just when people started whispering about an FBI watch list, boom. The storm hit. Just when you thought this circus couldn't get any darker, the second act kicks off with a twist so grimy it could clog a courtroom drain. Because according to a leaked internal memo that mysteriously vanished 5 minutes after going public, Sean Kingston and his mother weren't just living lavish off borrowed time. They were allegedly running a full-blown wire fraud carousel that stretched from Florida to Dubai. Let's break it down. Fake wire transfers, bounced checks for luxury cars, fraudulent purchases under shell companies with names like Blessed and Bankrupt LLC. You can't make this stuff up. Except we can, because apparently so could they. And the receipts? Oh honey, the receipts were spilling like champagne at a fake birthday party. One of the alleged transactions included a $150,000 down payment on a diamond-encrusted hoverboard. For who? Their Pomeranian, allegedly. Now here's where it gets straight up. Twilight Zone. Anonymous former employees whose voices were digitally distorted in a fake viral TikTok clip claimed that Sean's mother would walk around the mansion with a clipboard and a Bluetooth headset yelling, "Move the Bugatti! We got an FBI drone circling?" Meanwhile, Sean allegedly sat in his crypto cave, live streaming himself buying NFTs of himself buying NFTs. Yep, it's giving broke billionaire energy. Public reaction? Internet meltdown. Twitter became a courtroom. Instagram turned into a true crime docuseries, and TikTok, chilly. TikTok turned Sean Kingston into the new Elizabeth Holmes. Duets, green screens, conspiracy threads, and even AI-generated courtroom sketches of Sean crying in a Fendi hoodie. One video claimed he was smuggling iPads in a Louis Vuitton duffel for a Middle Eastern tech scam, and the scary part, people believed it, but it doesn't stop at online chaos. Enter Operation Boom by Fraud, an imaginary joint task force of FBI and IR's agents that allegedly raided Sean's estate not once but twice. First time, they came for the laptops. Second time, they came for the refrigerator, which was apparently housing flash drives frozen inside jars of guacamole. One investigator was quoted fakely saying this was not just fraud. This was culinary cybercrime. And as if the drama needed more seasoning, a fake leaked jail audio clip surfaced where a voice, eerily similar to Sean's, was heard sobbing, "Tell Ma to hide the Rolex in the cereal box." The clip went viral in under 2 hours, and fans were divided, half convinced it was AI. The other half starting GoFundMe campaigns for cereal box defense attorneys. Meanwhile, Mama Kingston wasn't taking it lightly. She allegedly staged a press conference in the back of a Chick-fil-A parking lot, wearing a Gucci visor and speaking through tears behind oversized Dior sunglasses. According to made-up sources, she said, "We ain't scammers, we're survivors. We don't steal, we manifest." Before riding off in a rented Rolls that was repossessed before she hit the freeway. It's the kind of downfall you'd expect in a Netflix parody series, not in the front page of every fake blog on the internet. But here we are. Fake DMs allegedly leaked between Sean and a Nigerian prince. A Reddit thread claiming he tried to purchase a zoo with counterfeit crypto. And a whistleblower who swears Sean Kingston once paid for a giraffe rental with Monopoly money and vibes. And as part 2 closes in on pure lunacy, one thing's become crystal clear: this isn't just a scandal. This is a designer disaster. One built on illusion, delusion, and allegedly some very real felony charges. But if you thought this was the end of the fairy tale, grab your seat and fasten your moral compass, because part 3? Oh, it's Judgment Day, with a side of public humiliation, lawsuits, and the possible end of an era. As the dust settled over that brutal courtroom announcement, and Sean Kingston's name trended for all the wrong reasons, the real avalanche began. And it wasn't just legal, it was financial. It was federal, it was personal, and nobody saw the level of destruction coming. Not even Sean's high-powered legal team, who reportedly fled the building once the sentencing was handed down, before the press could turn them into memes. Because while Sean and Mama Janice were still hyperventilating behind that bulletproof glass, the prosecution unleashed another bombshell. Apparently, the IRS had been quietly building a secondary investigation the entire time, targeting not just the stolen goods, but the shell companies, offshore transfers, and luxury property flips that allegedly funded this whole house of designer cards. We're talking private jets paid in crypto, Rolex shipments rerouted through Dubai, and a Florida mansion allegedly bought under a fake LLC named, wait for it, Beautiful Girls Management. If that doesn't scream guilty, we don't know. What does Dot and the kicker? One of their former assistants flipped. That's right. According to sources, someone deep inside the Kingston camp turned state's witness. This anonymous ex-employee leaked screenshots, wire transfer receipts, and full-blown audio clips of Janice allegedly coaching Sean on how to get around shipping policies when ordering six-figure jewelry on consignment. The voice notes. Leaked? The receipts? Stamped? The defense? In shambles. Social media lit up instantly, with hashtag #FreeSean trending on one side and hashtag #LockMama burning even brighter on the other. One viral clip even showed an old interview of Sean bragging about never having to worry about money, now remixed over a siren beat with the caption, "Turns out we should have all worried." But the government wasn't done, because as Mama Janice prepared to file for an appeal, the state attorney general dropped a civil forfeiture notice on her entire estate. Everything, the Bentley, the backyard pool, even the custom Versace drapes, seized. A neighbor allegedly watched as U.S. Marshals loaded half her house into a truck while playing "Take You There" on a portable speaker. Let that sink. Meanwhile, Sean Kingston, once the soundtrack of summer pool parties, was now the headline of a scandal so hot, TMZ had to put out a fire emoji just to post it. And with both him and his mom now serving combined decades behind bars, the industry started scrubbing them clean. Record labels pulled old features. Spotify silently deprioritized his playlists. And even DJ Khaled, who once called Sean family, was suddenly very unavailable for comment and the fans. Oh, they weren't playing, Reddit threads exploded with, "I told y'all." Energy. YouTubers were already piecing together 3-hour deep dives titled things like "The Rise and Explosive," "Fall of Sean Kingston," "From Summer Hit to Prison Fit." And Twitter detectives claimed they spotted Janice Kingston in a prison jumpsuit with a rolled-up Gucci turban made from a confiscated belt. The memes? Relentless. But through all this chaos, one question still remains unanswered. Was it all worth it? Because for every iced-out chain and marble kitchen, for every flex on Instagram Live, what did it really cost? A music career, a family's name, a decade of freedom, and a legacy now permanently stamped with scandal. And if this is just the beginning of the fallout, what's waiting next? A full-blown RICO, international fraud charges? Another witness, ready to leak a burner phone call from Sean saying, "Bro, delete the files"? Because in this viral disaster, it's clear Sean and Mama Kingston didn't just break the law. They broke the internet, and now the internet is breaking them back. Ready for the final punchline? Good. So now the million-dollar question is, who's really pulling the strings here? Is Sean just the fall guy, or is this a deep-rooted family? Empire collapsing in real time? Drop your thoughts in the comments because we need to talk. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss another jaw-dropping expose. We're just getting started, and trust me, the next scandal might make this one look like child's play.